Hey, this is Peter. Just gonna continue my WEGO Stalingrad kind of first look part two walkthrough. I'm gonna kind of just go through the rest of the main interface and maybe just kind of go through a turn real quick. Just kind of keep this succinct because we already went through a good amount, but we didn't get through everything in part one. So I'm gonna take a different I'll take a different vantage point of the Soviets as my side. Let's do a new AI game. Let's go look at like cornered wolves. Let's take that. Just kind of a similarly smaller one. Taking it as allies, and then let's play quick. And we'll kind of pick up where we left off. Alright, so this is a medium complexity one. 4th of August, Hoth's 4th Panzer successfully advanced to the Oksai River. Shumilov's 64th Army attempted to assemble a hasty defense to protect the southern approach to Stalingrad. So this was another Jean Duquette scenario in the game. This is playing this as the Allies here. To kind of show you the complexity of there's Stalingrad itself. It's the first time I've played a scenario that showed it so far. Mostly doing the first few. So a goodly amount of troops here. Let's just take a quick look. Again, here's all your units. These are the counter air results from the most recent turn. We'll take a look at that turn 2 just to see what it looks like. So here's future reinforcements. These are ground-based assets, which are shown here. Yeah, these ground asset missions. Just kind of show you what they are. Right now, there's an intelligence estimate, which we can do. Let's do it. Let's just kind of put one here just for giggles during setup. So that was, again, a part of the ground assignment. Let's assign some. Let's see, maybe let's do a little bit here, just for giggles. It says once it's green, you've used it. Red means you hadn't used it. Just colored instead of gray tone means it's available in general. Obviously, the battle summary is not available yet, and move orders are not available yet because we're in setup. Although, give me a second. Bear with me for a second. Let me exit this. Okay, there we go. What was I trying to do there? Let's take this and then let's. Yeah, you're not really. You're just moving it. So let's figure it out. Let's see here. See how that did get moved. There. So it's also moved this here. See how that's actually moving it during the setup. All right, so that's all that. Here's another accidental showing you. If you right click, it shows you move cost and defense modifiers of the given. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so there's a lot of functionality right here that I didn't even realize you could do this from this. Okay. And here's the terrain effects as well. Let's just take a look at stream, track, highway. So as you click in each one of these, it shows you how many movement points it takes and so forth. They're, again, very similar to other titles. Again, these are the markers for what I had planned. I didn't know if you could overlay on those or not. I don't know. All right, whatever. We already looked at this. This is what I call the vertical hierarchy OOB. This is horizontal, and it's interesting how they show the makeup of these elements, these units. So there is the 57th Army. Here's the, let's see how it's described here. So this, again, what's kind of neat, I'll explain the part one, is as you put actions, I really kind of wish it didn't. Let me set that real quick. Let me see if I can get to the sound volume. Let's pull that down just a bit. Try that again. Just a little better. So I don't want to overdo it like I did last time. So when you're in here again, when you click on, when you overlay something, when you mouse over something, it gives you the full description of the thing you're mousing over, which is kind of neat. Units dug in. No shot. Intelligence strength is level. Intelligence gathered with range at range 1. The intel gathered is intel strength description. Okay. Interesting. I don't really know. I haven't read up on everything. Trying to think. There's the HQ's lock range. So let's look at that. That's the range. Alright, well, this is the number of movement points units can be still support the unit. Yeah, there you go. Interesting. So up to 40 and still support. Let's see some of these other ones. Remaining moves. What's this? HQ lock range 10 currently. That's all that. Supported. Allocated supply basic. Basic moves. Move points halved. No effect on unit. Sure unit supply move blue. What is that? Okay. I didn't really understand that. S. Go look at the hotkeys real quick. Let's see if it has this. Show supply level. There you go. Here's the show supply levels on unit. Basic supply. No overlay. Blue is move plus. So wait a minute. So when I overlay, does that tell me? Sorry. Here's the lines of communication. All right, sorry. Getting a little turn around here a little bit. Sorry. Here's this. Just forces you to see only the HQs. Just kind of a very quick way to do that. It's kind of that's kind of like the units on top in a WES game. Let's see. What is this called? Unit display buttons. Let's turn this one off. I do like that that's sticky. You see that? You can still get to it, but it gets a little too much real estate taken. All right, move armies from map, blah, blah, blah. It's pretty straightforward. Moved units are, let's just move a few units real quick. Let me leave that there. Oh, wait, we're in setup, so we can't really see that. So let's go ahead and, these are the Zocs, right? Let's go ahead and just move forward real quick, and we'll take a look at a little bit more in the planning phase for the last portion of buttons on the left here. All right. So now we're actually in the planning phase. What I didn't know there is, okay, so these are still planned, it looks like. So I don't know if you're gonna always, it's like you were able to put out you know, the assign area units mission. See, that's, I guess, just pre-planned, locked in, tentative. I don't know what you're getting out of that by pre-planning it during the setup. Okay, sorry. I'll read up on it. Don't want to point out something that's not really a problem. So this is kind of neat. Okay, you can actually see where all those are. Okay, You can cycle through it, look like if there's more than one. Alright, this is showing zones of control, which I already showed you. Kind of zoom out here a little bit. Okay, nice. It's just not really nice looking. You know what I mean? It's like you first look at it, you're like, okay, well, this is a little dated, but not really. It's pretty, especially close up. Really nice. Sometimes games get, kind of like less quality zoomed in than they do out, and this one kind of the opposite, which is nice. So that's the zone of control. AA strength, I think, ranges. So it just shows you where they are, and in most cases it's only the one. Okay. And then intel strength, range on map. Okay. This is the line of communications, which I'm assuming is color coded. I have to look that up. Don't know what I'm seeing here. Supply levels, unit shock. So that's the shock level of the unit. Its capability on others. This is the unit quality. The assumption being is as you go towards green, it's higher. Let's go look here. Alright, that's not. Oh, that's the enemy. Sorry. So what else we got here? Move order, move and attack. Move all my stuff in it. Let's see. Okay, so this is changing it between attack and defense, and then this is the hold at all costs, or it's kind of the variance or the stance involved, right? So this one is withdraw, and this is the kind of standard one, which is hold. The order usually, the plan is usually hold. And then what else is here? Move all these. This one selects it all. Order unit to wait one movement point. Oh my god, unit is not okay. Alright, change orders. That just switches between those. So then if I do a defense, it should. I change that to an attack. Okay, so I know where to get to that. Okay. So again, just trying to show you what I can show you, what I know so far. Readiness. Various factors computing for that. Strength. What is this one? Sorry. Dug in state. So, okay, I'm assuming green is dug in. Victory hexes. There we go. Hex side effects. So that's showing you which ones are have a deterrence or an effect on movement. I think if it was black, you can't get through it, right? So these are impassable. These are passable with restriction. What else we got here? We got the move. Let's see. Click and drag. Move all the units in an order to the same destination. You can here. Let me just see if I can. Let me see what I can do here. I'm gonna try to do an F to select them all, and I'm gonna drag. Wait. Let me see if I can. It's not really a. I don't know. Maybe it's a right click. Yeah. That could do it. There. Okay, that did them all. Kind of didn't do that right, but whatever. Just kind of show you the basic movement. And then if you, what's kind of neat is, whatever, just shows you variance. These guys obviously moved from there to there. These guys moved from there down like that. So this kind of shows you the variance of the movement, orders. Just move a few things here. Nothing really making sense here, but show you how to do all that, and the fact that you can still get to most of those other hotkeys there. So this is kind of neat. You can automatically, as you can see here, the AI, you can force the AI to basically assign your artillery strikes and ground strikes. There you go. There's the ground strikes. Command actions as well. That's for a little bit. So here's the ground attack with the. It shows you now. Am I able to adjust that? That's what I didn't undo their orders. Okay, so this is kind of neat. This will kind of show you the predictions. This is nice. Kind of like, you know, Panzer General 2 way, but more detailed, of course. The only thing it's like the only way to really exit from stuff is to click on a shaded area. It seems to be like, for example, here, let's see if we can do it again. Okay, so the only way to unclick that is to kind of click outside of its movement capabilities. I wish you could just hit escape. Escape kind of always does this. I wish escape was just unselect. Sorry, it's just a little bit of a nuance that I would prefer. That's that. Trying to think of anything else. Automatically assign turn start is just automatically assign. Okay, this is interesting because sometimes it looks like it's okay. So that's actually pressed. It's a little. It's graphically just a little bit deceptive there because it's actually like a button that's raised that you're pushing inward. Sometimes it's a little deceptive to the eye, right? So in this case, if I did all this, then they would automatically do it each turn, which, I don't know, you kind of want to make your own decisions when you want to or when you can. But that's a fully planned turn. Let's just let it run real quick, and I'll show you the VCR again and call it a day. It's kind of a whirlwind tour conclusion. Alright, so here we go, and let's just let it rock and roll. The one thing, and there might be one, but I don't see it really. The one thing I don't see is a log. And let me just make sure I'm not missing one. Oh. It's kind of like a victory point. Midway look. Alright, so again, I'm letting the VCR go. Some of those bombardments and attacks will start happening down here. Another thing that it doesn't do, and it might be a configuration, is it doesn't automatically take you to the point of action. I don't. So again, let me reposition myself. Things are happening, but I have no idea what's happening. I don't know, there might be a log and I'm just completely unaware of it. Or there might not be, and I'm requesting it right now. But as you can see, it's kind of going through each of these. So I don't necessarily know the logic between of the attack within the turn, right? In other words, I don't know why that just occurred after that. You know, I can't remember the logic. I think it's probably explained in the manual, but I just need to reread it. RTFM, right? But it's still going, I think. Needs to be kind of. Okay, so there's a. See, again, as this goes by, I kind of like if you're zoomed in too much, you almost got to keep it maybe at this level. And then I do like the markers for the battle types. It's kind of readily easy to see what's going on. So, bombardment and attack. I think if you no, I think oh, here's all the summaries. So this is a running list of those summaries. Okay. And there are the modifiers. Okay. Not too much in the way of overlay there, but alright. It's fine. I want to still to turn. And all of this is, you have no real, you're literally just watching it. And again, I don't know necessarily I'm assuming there's some logic to the sequence of attacks and so forth. It might be randomized to a certain degree, but I would assume certain ones take more time to organize, or I don't know how that's necessarily depicted. Yeah, there was a notion of planned attack versus fast attack, and I honestly need to read a little bit more up, and I don't know enough to speak to it. Sorry. I just couldn't really see, a hasty attack versus a planned attack. I didn't really see the differentiation. It was mentioned. Okay, so I apologize. I think that's fully executed, right? And then we move to the next planning, and that's the game. Again, you can set the primary order for the thing that you're clicking on. Let's just click on something real quick. Just click on it like this, and I think if it has, let's go look at it, see if it shows the logistics it has. You're only able to do this road movement order is if you have a move plus logistics point, but yeah, it's just got basic. This one won't, like, even if this is the interesting thing, I kind of, like, if this wasn't available, then I kind of wish it wouldn't even be available, right? Like, I wish it was, like, X'd out, because you're not supposed to be able to do road movement unless you have those unique move plus supplies. So here's a little bit of a description, better description of the action. Do that again real quick. Order, change attack. Okay. No, that's not. It's after the fact. Alright. So cool. That's just about it. Some other things available. You do have some basic CRT, and yeah, it's basically the equivalent of like the parameters, game parameters of a WDS game. Here is the quick start guide within the game, which is kind of neat. And then some overall statistics, and then looking at the scenario briefing. That's about it. Overall, great game, I think. It's got it's definitely improved over WEGO Desert War, which was the previous one from, I think it was December of 2019. So it's been a hot minute since that, but I think the original Matrix version of this game, Stalingrad, came out in 2021. Yeah, I think a few, so a reasonable number of years after the original, but now it's been good 2.5 years since that was released. So I'm glad they released it on Steam. I just kind of don't know why they took that long. They don't normally take that long, but there's probably a reason. But it's fine. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there.